What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. It is recap time for round 1 of the Rugby World Cup. It has finally hit us, and what an interesting week it's been. Some exciting results, some underdogs putting in some strong performances, some heavyweights doing what they do best, and what has been a very, very interesting week of rugby. I mean, the ref has been involved, but come on, let's focus on the positive side. It is an amazing tournament. The crowd and atmosphere in Japan has been absolutely electric, and it just excites me to see what they have in store for us as this World Cup approaches. I mean, they are bringing in the cultures of all the nations around the world, which I think is truly, absolutely outstanding. I mean, the weather temperatures are also crazy. You got the heat, you got the rain. What's going to happen? We don't know, but it's just showing what an epic World Cup we are witnessing. So credit to Japan, shout out to them and all the organizers involved. But let's recap some of the results that occurred over this past weekend. If we look at Japan versus Russia, final score 30-10 to Japan. Credit to Russia, they put in a good strong performance in developing and showing what they're made of. I do not know Russian rugby all that well, but credit to them for getting a try on, and converting the points, also converting a penalty, getting 10 points on. I thought it was a solid performance from them, and I hope that they can continue surprising. They gave Samoa today a little bit of a run for their money, so let's hope they can continue. As for Japan, what a game for them. Kotaro getting 3 tries in, which was truly, truly amazing. Peter Labashkashny also getting in a try. And also getting conversions and points in as well. So well done to Japan for kicking off their tournament in what was an awesome opener. It was really, really great to see. We look at Australia and Fiji, which played up next. Australia won by 18 points. This final score 39-21. I mean, cracking game of rugby. I mean, Fiji really started off hard-hitting, solid performance, and then unfortunately for them, they just tired out at the end, and Australia took charge. I had predicted a win for Australia, but I thought a little bit more points, but that wasn't the case. I mean, the Fijians played solid rugby, and credit to them for getting 2 tries on the board against a team like Australia. Latu scoring 2 tries in the game, which is pretty impressive as well. So good win to kick off Australia's campaign, getting those all-important tries and the bonus point will definitely motivate them going forward, especially in their big contest on Sunday when they take on Wales. That game I will be streaming. We look at France versus Argentina, probably the shock result for me, the one I got wrong. I thought Argentina just maybe have it in them in order to produce results. A lot of talk here saying Argentina were robbed and all that stuff. I didn't quite get to see, but great performances from both teams. I think to get such a close result just shows the intensity and caliber of what these teams have to offer to us. I mean, 23-21, 2 points, the difference to France and Argentina. Unlucky for Argentina, but they just need to pick their heads up, bounce back, and see what they can do. Hey, if they beat England, they can still go through to the World Cup. But it's looking a bit tougher for them, but who knows? This World Cup is far from over. Anything can happen. But it's the pool of death, and an interesting opener going the way of France. So credit to them for getting up points. Antonio Dupont and Gael Fico getting the tries on, Julian getting one, and Guiado for Argentina as well. So well done to the French on picking up their first game. South Africa versus New Zealand. I'm not going to go too much into it because I did dedicate a video to this. But interesting results. South Africa started off in the first 2 minutes strong and solid, but unfortunately box kicking let them down. They were giving the ball away, and New Zealand were just coming back and capitalizing. New Zealand winning solidly by 10 points, 23-13 was the final result. Peter Steph picking up the great try for the Springboks, but it just wasn't enough as Scott Barrett and George Bridge scored 2 epic tries. Poor defence for me from South Africa, as well as the kicking game. It was really rubbish. You can say what you want about the referees, but I'm not putting blame into them. South Africa lost this game on their own, and they need to catch a wake-up so that they can produce good results. The first 20 minutes was great. We need to go back there, but well done to New Zealand for picking up their first win of the tournament. Italy, Namibia, what a game. Italy really putting on the gas for this game, scoring some great tries, getting a bonus point win. All important result for Italy going forward. If they are wanting any surprises, they need to win by bonus points, as that they did. Namibia, however, getting 22 points on the board, scoring 3 tries. Impressive stuff to them for a team who's not known for being that competitive in the world. But Italy getting some great points on and really doing their country proud. 6 tries for the Italians, and they'll definitely be quite excited going forward with that result and hoping to really show the threat that they can be. I'm nervous of them. South Africa still have to play them. We did lose to New Zealand, so we're not there yet. We need to beat Italy, so it's a long way to go, but exciting times ahead for these teams. Ireland, Scotland, a disappointing game for me. Obviously dedicated a video to this, so I'm not going to go too much, but I expected more from Scotland. They were poor, they were weak, they weren't looking that strong, but they definitely had the opportunities. They had possession, they had territory at one stage of the game, but they couldn't capitalise on getting points for the game, which therefore lost it for them. Ireland looked strong, looked solid. The defence was on point, getting all-important 4 tries, which is great for them. James Ryan scoring a great one. Rory Best getting on the board, as well as Andrew Conway and Tariq Furlong. So great stuff to see those the big boys of Scotland really doing well, of Ireland, sorry, doing really well. It's all important result for Ireland, and it's pretty much setting up a quarterfinal between Ireland and South Africa, which could be pretty epic. England versus Tonga, interesting result here. I was expecting a lot more points from England, to be dead honest with you, but a few little errors for them, but obviously nothing to be too serious about. They got 4 tries in the end, but they definitely want to work on the key areas in order to really pick up the momentum, because France definitely showed up and Argentina definitely want to now fight for a position. So it's going to be tough battles, but a good important win for England. However, I didn't see it being a 32-point margin. I thought a little bit more for them, but well done for England for getting that all-important opening victory. Obviously much needed for them, as well. They have a very tough pool in facing France and Argentina coming up next. So it's going to be pretty intense and an amazing World Cup in store for us. The final game of the round, Wales versus Georgia. Wales picking up a solid victory, winning by 29 points. Georgia, however, getting 2 tries on the board, which is pretty impressive for them. Well done to them. But Wales looked in control in certain aspects of the game and pretty much getting that all-important win, as well as bonus points that they much needed. But I think they would have wished that Georgia didn't get those 2 tries on the board. But credit to Georgia for going that extra mile and getting those points, because it's all important to try and get some points on the board so that they can really put up a fighting effort. But as for Wales, congrats on picking up a solid victory. All important, much needed bonus points, which is setting up Wales and Australia in what could be an exciting battle. So I'm really looking forward to that. I think we are setting out to what could be one hell of an exciting Rugby World Cup. That's going to do it for the brief recap of those rounds. Obviously, now that I'm back at home, I will focus a bit more on doing more inside videos. Unfortunately, I do work during the week, so it will be a little delayed, but I will try my best to get up and get some videos out for you guys, because it's World Cup time and it's exciting, and I'm excited to see what round 2 has to offer. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Always appreciate the support. Stay safe. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that like button and stay safe and never give up. Cheers.